Hello and welcome to Highlight Crafts. We have got a fantastic hour lined up for you. Not just an outlet, but an outrageous outlet. It's going to be a fabulous hour. Just me and you for this hour, so I hope you will keep me company throughout the course of this hour show. Let me know that you're watching. Drop me a comment over on socials, whether you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever it might be that you're watching. Let me know that you're there. Perhaps you've been crafting something today. Let me know what you've been working on, and we'll have a nice interactive hour with lots of bargains in store for you all throughout the course of this hour as well. Now, a few things to get out of the way just to let you know, basically, so I don't forget. So I'll let you know straight away in terms of the fun that we've got planned for you this hour. Now, we do have a giveaway. Now, the word that you need to comment for the giveaway is, I believe, win. So nice and easy, just comment the word win into that comments box and you will be in with a chance of winning. It might be some points, who knows. We'll let you know at the end of the hour. But keep commenting the word win and you'll be in with a chance of winning that prize. We will be doing Pictionary a little bit later on, which is always fun. I know you guys at home absolutely love that just as much as we do. So lots in store for you throughout the course of this hour and bargains galore. Some of the prices we've got on this show are absolutely rock bottom prices. We have slashed the prices. However, unfortunately, we do not have an awful lot of stock, so you're going to have to be super quick. When I say not a lot of stock, we're talking about some items with 1 unit each, so it really is going to be a case of fastest fingers first on this Thursday evening. I did have to think then what day it was, but it's definitely Thursday. So thank you so much for your company and joining us on this Thursday evening. It will be a fun hour, that is for certain. Now, before we dive into all the bargains that we've got in store for you, I will just remind you or let you know if you're brand new as to how easy it is to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. Now, there are a few different platforms that you can actually watch all of our live shopping shows on. We're live from Monday through to Saturday, so plenty of education, inspiration and brilliant products that we share with you each and every single week. Now, you can watch our shows over on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. You could also be watching over on our YouTube, on our Facebook or on our Instagram. Now, if you choose to watch us over on Facebook or on Instagram, you can actually shop while you are watching, making it super easy. You don't need to miss any of the show. You can do it on that very same tab. Now, as we go through all these items, you will see already on the screen some of those item codes are already appearing. So if you want to be a savvy shopper, you can actually already shop ahead if that's the way that you prefer to shop. But you'll notice that every item that we share with you will have an item code attached to it. Now, all you need to do, just into that comments box, exactly the same place where you're saying hello and typing the word win, you're going to type the word shop followed by whatever that code might be. Now, once you type that in, that will allow us to send you a message directly into your inbox. And on that message, it will have a link on it. Now, all you need to do is just click on that link and that link will take you over to our website at highlightcrafts.com. You'll then see that item or items, because there's a lot of goodies to shop for on this show, and if you're multi-buying, then quite frankly, I would not blame you. But all of those items will sort of act almost like your personal shopper and will build you a basket. And you'll notice that all those items are ready and waiting for you in that basket. Now, before you check out, always a couple of things for you to do. First of all, is always have a little bit of a peruse of the website. Now, especially if you're sitting just under that £35 mark, it is free postage and packaging over that mark if you're part of our club. So we do always say if you are just below, have a little look around the website and have a look at what goodies you can add in just to tip you over into your free postage. Tons you can find on there, lots of bargains, lots of goodies and lots to explore. Perhaps you missed some of the shows earlier today and you want to have a little look at some of those goodies, then by all means, you can be adding those to that basket as well. Now, the final thing we always say you must do before you check out your basket is, first of all, if you are a member already of our Club Highlight, well, first of all, fabulous to have you within our club, but make sure you get yourself logged in before you check out. But if you're not, perhaps you're brand new to us here at Highlight Crafts, then please do make sure that you are creating an account with our club. Now, it's totally free to join. There's no subscriptions, no rolling fees, nothing like that, just the good stuff. Now, when we talk about the good stuff, it is brilliant, the sort of benefits you can get within our free club. Now, every single order that you make, even on prices like these where we've literally slashed the prices and they're already discounted, you are going to get a saving of a minimum of 5%, which is brilliant. It's just going to knock even more money off to give you even more savings. Now, if you're spending over £35, you will get that postage actually paid for by us, so free postage, which is absolutely brilliant. It's one of those things we all absolutely hate paying. It's one of those things you don't ever physically get anything for it. Paying for postage is an absolute headache, so to get that taken care of for you is just fabulous. And also you will be getting points on every single purchase you make, which you can then start to redeem against your future purchases to get some money off, which is fab. So get yourself logged in or signed up, and then you can check your baskets out. Now, if you prefer to watch and shop over on the website, of course, that is going to work absolutely perfectly as well, and super simple to do so. You'll see that whatever show that you're watching, on the side of your screen, all those products will start to scroll on through. So just click on the ones you want, get them added to that basket, get yourself logged in, and then you can check those baskets out. We could not make it much simpler to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. And talking of shopping with us, you guys are doing just that already. I'm hearing in my ear already. We've not even dived into any of the products yet, but one of our collections is already fully allocated. And what we mean by that is every single item of these is already sitting in your baskets. Now, unfortunately, we always say this time and time again, so I apologise if you've heard this line many, many times before, but it's not yours until you check out your basket. So if you have Cherry Blossom Rise sat in your basket right now, please hurry along to check out. It's one of those ones where, unfortunately, you don't have the luxury of time anymore. You need to quickly head over to that checkout and get your basket checked out so that you know you're going to be getting this on its way home to you, and you can enjoy all this absolutely beautiful artwork that you can see here in die form. So that's our first item, not even just really started the show, and we've already got one that is fully allocated. So I'm going to be a bit sneaky. I'm going to turn it upside down so you can't even see it. There we go. And I might even remove it from the counter soon. And I have a feeling by the end of this hour, we might have quite a bare counter because we've got some low stocks on the show. So please do be quick when it comes to placing those orders and getting them checked out. Now, I've got something that's shrouded in mystery here. You might be thinking, well, what on earth's in there? Well, it's a mystery, but we like to sort of debunk the mysteries a little bit. So we'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Now, this is fabulous. It's already been proving super popular before we even went live. And this is your Lucky Dip. So it's Shop Lucky. Oh, I don't know why I didn't bring in a pair of scissors in here. I wonder if there's any. Can I rip it?
Yeah, just rip it.
Oh, well, I've been told. Amber said I can. So there we go. So this is your Creative X Demo Dies Mystery Assortment. If I can, let's have a look at a pair of scissors. Oh yeah, huge pair of scissors down here. So this is £25 and it's getting this full bundle home to you. Contents will vary, but you are going to get absolutely fabulous value for money, whatever you are getting within your bundle. And it is jam-packed full. It's almost like Christmas. When you get this home, you've got that lovely element of surprise, and you can have a little look through and see exactly all the goodies that you are getting as part of your bundle. Now, let's start off with this beautiful die set on the top here. And something to note is you will get some of our different brands included. So perhaps it's going to be tattered lace, it could be in the studio, it could be 2 red robins. You're going to get a lovely selection, great for trying all those different brands. Now, this is one of the brands probably closest to my heart, which is tattered lace. I absolutely adore my tattered lace dies, and I know so many of you at home are exactly the same. Now, this is what we call our Swift technology, and it is absolutely ingenious. Now, you've got all these beautiful florals. Some of them are a little bit larger, but some of them are really quite small, especially down to that lovely delicate stamen that you see there. Now, can you imagine if every single one of these were individual dies? Now, first of all, it would take you ages. If you wanted to be doing lots and lots of florals for your cards, die cutting all those lovely layers, it would take you ages to die cut every single one of those individually. Secondly, because they'd be quite small, you'd run the risk of perhaps losing them. I know all the time when I've got tiny little dies, they quite often end up in the waste paper bin, which is exactly not what you want. So what we did with these dies is they're what we call our Swift dies. So we've joined them all in one. You've got all that full plate of dies, enabling you to actually cut them all in one go. So that's the first one that we've got in our pack there. Then we move on to this beautiful die here, which you've got your hot air balloon with all that gorgeous detail and that lovely extra little cloud die included as well. Then we move on to a lovely floral, which is that lily there, which is gorgeous with the die inside and that outer die. Goodness me, you're getting tons in here. More florals. Love the fact that with this one, you've got your larger version and your smaller version. Great for building up all those bouquets, perhaps doing cards and matching gift tags as well. More beautiful florals once again with all that cut line detail. And just to note as well, a lot of these will have matching charisma or reflections over on the website. So do just have a little look for those because you might get that matching artwork that you can go alongside. Beautiful set of your nesting dies here with all that lovely wording detail all around the edge, which just sets it off beautifully with that decorative edge. Then we've got another of your florals. So this is going to be a great collection here if you love doing all of your assortments, all of your bouquets, your corsages. It's going to be brilliant. A few of your filler stems there, great for actually adding into all your arrangements just to fill them out a little bit more. Goodness me, it keeps going. You're getting tons for £25. It's incredible value. And don't forget as well, your contents will vary, but you will get every single time fantastic value for money. More nesting dies, and then more of our Swifted florals once again. A whole stack of dies here, absolutely tons. This is just a sort of flavour, an indication of the sort of thing you might be getting. Yours might be a little bit different, but we can pretty much guarantee it will be absolutely fabulous and give you brilliant value for money. Especially if you're brand new to die cutting and you're thinking about building your collection of dies and you want to get a lot of dies but not for very much money whatsoever, that is going to be the perfect one to go for. And that one is Shop Lucky for £25. Now is time for the super low stock, so brace yourself, because this is going to be a case of whoever can get there first is going to get their hands on these, because super low stock. So first of all, we're going to start off with our Wibblers, and this is a fantastic bundle. You're getting a lot in this one. So this one is Shop B, £35.58, and that is going to bring to you this full collection, but it's very limited stock when it comes to this one. So first of all, you've got your lovely nested leaves. I mean, how useful are those going to be? You could even be creating your gift tags and card blanks from that die set. You're getting tons of dies. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dies in that one die set, and you're actually getting 6 die sets as part of this collection here. Then we move on to our beautiful sunflower, which is absolutely gorgeous. Once again, you are getting multiples of those lovely nested style dies. A really useful one to have in your stash. Our David would love that, with him being a master sunflower grower. Then we have our lovely jar of honey. Once again, you have that as nesting die format, so right the way down to that tiny little embellishment in the centre, all the way up to your larger die at the edge there, and your little, I'm sure they've got a fancy name then, but I'm not quite sure what they're called, your little honey sticks. Anybody at home knows what they're called? I'm sure they've got a very technical name. Honey wand, I'm hearing in my ear. That might be it, but you're getting that one included. And then you are also getting your little Wibbler characters themselves. Now, of course, these do all have your matching reflections, which are really going to bring those lovely characters to life. All sort of very well known by having their lovely little spindly legs, which just give them a really quite comical effect to your Wibblers. They are super cute. You're getting florals included as well, which are going to be great for those finishing touches, and that one's going to work either way, whether it's portrait or landscape, giving you even more options with that one. And then finally, you have your beautiful sunflowers. I mean, that is gorgeous. The cut line details within every single one of those florals is just exquisite. Very easy to create the most exquisite cards using that die set. So all 6 of those, very limited stock, £35.58. That one is Shop B, but if you want it, you are literally looking at the last opportunity to get your hands on that one. Now, if you're going for that one, you might want another Wibblers collection to complement, or of course, it will work stand alone as well. But once again, this is super limited stock, so now is the time to grab yours if this is the one you're wanting to go for. This one is Shop Buzz, so you're getting 3 die sets here, wow, for £15.59. You're looking at about £5 for every single one of these die sets, and when you see the detail, that is just incredible value. So first of all, you've got your lovely sort of honeycomb design. Great for using in your mixed media as well, which is going to be great for adding that texture to all of your canvases, to all of your backgrounds. You can use it as a mask as well, so die cut it and then spritz through, ink through, paste through. Ooh, talking of paste, we've got some brand new paste launching tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Could use this alongside those if you wanted to, or just create a little bit of detail onto your cards. We've got another of our lovely little Wibbler characters there. Once again, download that reflection and it really will bring that lovely little character to life. You've got the actual character themselves, you've got your wings as separate and your little bag as a separate element as well. But once again, all swifted together so you can cut that in one pass through your die cutting machine. And then finally, you are getting your gathering die here, which are all your smaller Wibbler characters, all on the one plate, all nice and easy to die cut, and you will find the reflections for all of these over on our website, so you can literally get printing them out ready for when your dies arrive in the next couple of days. But if you do want to go for that one, Shop Buzz $15.59, and of course that is before your club discount. That is very, very limited stock when it comes to that one. Now, another die set, which is super limited stock, seems to be a bit of a pattern emerging here, doesn't there? I do feel like this counter is going to be quite empty in not too long at all. And it's this beautiful die set here. This one is in the studio, 1897 die collection. Shop Steam for this one, wow. $21.88, down from over £70. You're saving over £50 on this one, which is just outstanding value. And this is a lovely, really traditional, really classic die collection that you've got with this one. So you're starting off with, I believe these look like crows. I think they might be crows. I'm not a bird expert, but they do look rather like crows. Of course, you will have your matching reflections to go alongside, and both of these lovely detailed dies also have your outline die. So if you want to cut these as mats for your detail, if it's going to be an aperture, a little shaped card as well would work a treat. It just gives you even more scope when you are creating your makes with these. Then we move on to this beautiful owl. Now look at the detail within this die, all the detail within those feathers, the cogs that you can see just sort of nestled into there as well, plus your outline die makes this for a fabulous card. Absolutely resplendent, it's beautiful. Then we have our lovely little mouse. It's all dressed up in his steampunk attire, which is super, super fun, a little bit quirky, a little bit different. It's going to be great for those more tricky gents cards. Love that one. Then talking of our little characters all dressed up, got another one here. I believe this one looks like, oh, it's a cat. It's a cat all dressed up, all in his finery. He's got his top hat on, he's got his little monocle, he's carrying a little whatever that might be, a chain, and he's all dressed up in that lovely detailed die. And it still keeps going, we've still got more included. Now this is a beauty, you're getting this lovely steampunk style butterfly. How gorgeous is that? Something a little bit different compared to the butterflies that we tend to bring to you. It's got a little bit more of a sort of mechanical or organic look and feel to this one, but a very useful one to have in your die collection. Now, talking of useful dies, take a look at this. How many times are you going to be using this for all of your steampunk projects? It is amazing. You've got all of your chains included. Look at the detail in those. Incredible. Every single last detail has been taken care of for you there, so you get that lovely professional look and feel to your projects, and all of the cogs included, even down to little nuts and bolts you can see there as well, which is super cool. They look amazing cut from some of your black cardstock, perhaps bring in some of your Dora waxes as well just to highlight the edges, but all swifted together, which means one pass of the die machine will cut every single one of those elements for you. That's just going to save you an awful lot of time. And then finally, oh, I love this one. Isn't that beautiful? That birdhouse that you can see there with a clock on there is absolutely gorgeous with all your cog detail, finishing that off beautifully. Wow, that whole collection there, Shop Steam, you've got that full collection of 7 dies there for £21.88, which is just outstanding value for money. Now, Pumpkin Patch is down here somewhere. Let's have a little look. It's at the start. There we go. Right, here it is. Now, this is a lovely collection, and this is already proving super, super popular. I've just had a little look at the price on the screen. That is a crazy price there. Wow. It's a crossed out price, £100. £109.92. That is what you should be paying for this collection. You are paying less than £25, and that's before we've even taken off your club discount. $24.99 will bring this complete collection home to you, and this one is Shop Pumpkin. Now, this is just super, super cute. Start off with our little rabbit there that's sort of nestled behind those pumpkins. He's just ever so sweet. I'm not quite sure if he's getting up to some mischief there. It does look like it, but he is gorgeous, and including once again that outline die that we do so beautifully well here at Highlight Crafts. And then next up, oh, I do love this one. It does make me smile. You've got your little pussycat there with all the ivy sort of trailing in the background with its little like witch's hat on. Would look absolutely amazing for all of those spooky cards, your Halloween cards. That one is going to work a treat. Then we've got this super, super pretty design here. You've got all that detail where you've got your pumpkin there at the foreground and all of those beautiful florals sort of cascading around in the background. Absolutely stunning level of detail, and every single one of those cut lines there is just going to add that little bit of finesse, that extra little bit of detail to your projects. But it also makes it super easy if you want to cut into these, snip perhaps the pumpkin out and decoupage that layer over the top. It makes it super easy. It's almost like doing a little bit of a dot to dot, just snipping between those cut lines to release those different elements if that's how you want to work with that particular die. And then we have our fabulous sort of border style dies with this one. 2 lots of bunting and that lovely little border of the pumpkins that you can see at the bottom there. And once again, these 3 are all swifted together. So one pass through that die cutting machine will give you all 3 elements that you can start creating with. Blimey me, we've only got 2 of these collections left. You guys are loving this one. If it's in your basket, please do get it checked out, because there's only 2 opportunities for you to get your hands on this collection. It's always a case with our outlet shows, once it's gone, it is gone. So if you like the look of this artwork, this is your final chance, one more opportunity to get your hands on this fabulous collection for an equally fabulous price. Then we've got our lovely little witch here. Little witch's hat on there, little pumpkin detail at the bottom, and he's even holding his broom. He's ready to fly through the night sky on Halloween, I think, with that one. And then finally, finally we've got about another 4 die sets. It keeps going with this one. It's absolutely incredible the amount you're getting. You've got all of your gathering dies here. So once again, your swift die with all of those onto that one plate. Great for building up your perspective if you're building your scenes together. You've got those characters that you've already seen, but just in a slightly different scale and a sort of arrangement there to give you even more options when you are creating your projects with these. And then we have elements that are going to be great for starting to build up things like your tunnel cards or your diorama style cards. You have got your lovely pumpkins at the bottom. No bottom cutting blade there, or no blade on the left and the right hand side. Allows you to extend that design if that's what you want to do, giving you lots and lots of options for your different card concepts. You've got your little sort of jaggedy border there, which is going to be a super useful one to have in your stash. You've got your lovely countryside scene there, and then you've got that extra element at the top there of your scene, which is absolutely fabulous. Now, every single one of these does have your reflections that you can download. I think it was Marie that was asking. Marie, absolutely no need to colour these if you don't want to. Of course, if you love your colouring, absolutely you can be cutting these in white and then going in and colouring them, but there is your reflections all available. If you just search on the website for pumpkin patch, they should all pop up and you can download them, print them out, and in anticipation of all your fabulous dies arriving. Now, just the one of these left. So if you want that final collection of your pumpkin patch, one final opportunity to get your hands on that, you are saving about over £70 on this one, £75. Wow, you are saving on this one. You're only paying £24.99, and that one is Shop Pumpkin if you want to go for that collection. Now, staying with your sort of Halloween or spooky theme, we have got our Spooky Street coming up next, which is super, super fun. We absolutely love this collection. Now, a few of these already sitting in baskets. You guys are already loving this collection because the saving is quite frankly ridiculous. It should be over £55, but today we're doing it for you for just £9.99, and that's even before your club discount has come off, which is just absolutely crazy value. So you've got, first of all, your little trio of characters, your little zombie boy on that left hand side, your little witch, and your little almost like a scarecrow style of pumpkin. How super cool is that? Once again, all of your downloads you can get off the website for your reflections for these, but that is a fabulous set of dice. The detail within that is just outstanding. It's going to give you that lovely finish to your projects. Then we have our funny little pair. I mean, I absolutely love this pair. That ghost is just comical. His little spindly legs sort of poking out the bottom of his ghost outfit there is just absolutely brilliant. And you've got your little skeleton on that left-hand side as well. Once again, these two are swifted together. So one pass through your die cutting machine will give you both characters. So if you're batch making, perhaps you're making treat bags or treat boxes for Halloween, that is going to be absolutely brilliant to enable you to do it really quickly and easily. And then you're also going to get your broomsticks. Super useful to have those in your crafty stash. You're going to have lots of fun creating with those in your 3 different sizes. Of course, they could actually go alongside all of your characters. They'd work a treat alongside that die set. And then finally, the fourth die set within this one is a super useful collection of dies, all about your nested spooky houses. Now, can you imagine cutting a couple of these and creating your card bases by just popping a score line onto that back piece? It would look amazing. Bringing out all that dark coloured cardstock, perhaps you're going to be using some of your Dora waxes just to highlight the edges of those there. It would look absolutely amazing. In that one, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 separate nested spooky houses, which is brilliant. You'd be paying $9.99 easily for that on its own, let alone getting the other 3 die sets within this collection. That one is Shop Spooky, £9.99, which is an absolute steal when it comes to that collection, especially bearing in mind that you can already go ahead and download all of your reflections to get crafting with, which is just brilliant. So that is your Spooky Street. Now, next up we have Quackers About You. It sounds like one of Davy's jokes does that. Quackers About You. He's only next door, so he did say to have the show on, so he might have heard that. If he's not, nobody tell him. We do love a David joke, sometimes, in small doses anyway, in small doses. But this is another fabulous collection, once again for £9.99. If you've only got a tenner to treat yourself to some new crafty goodies today, then this is the show for you, because we have got bargains galore and super low price points, but also super low stocks. If there's anything that you are wanting to get your hands on, please do get them added to your baskets as soon as you can. Now, this one's $9.99. It's Shop Quackers. Oh, just look at that little pair there. How super cute. The little pair of duckies that you can see on there. One of them even got its little jacket on, its little coat. It's staying warm in the cold by the looks of it. But it's such a cute collection. Really fun, quite comical. And it's just a fabulous one to have in your crafty stash. You guys are loving it already. Lots of you adding this one to your basket, so congratulations. You will love playing with this collection. Then we're bringing our 2 slightly larger duckies here. Again, super cute. The way that one's got his little hat on, I think he's just absolutely brilliant and jam-packed full of detail that once again you will really bring to life when you bring in those fabulous reflections alongside your die. Very easy to work with those. You'll literally just print them off, you'll pop your die over the top and you can get die cutting, and it will give you all that lovely coloured artwork in seconds, which is incredible. And then finally you've got your trio of ducks here. Love the fact that you've got a couple that are facing forward, and then we've got that other one there that's sort of got its back to, almost like it's in a little bit of a bad mood. Maybe it's having a bit of a strop, who knows? It's down to you guys at home to tell that story and really start to build together the characters with these fabulous little duckies. So it's your 2 Red Robins Quackers About You die collection, and it's just $9.99. Massive saving. It should be over £30 for this collection. Not today, $9.99, but only while stocks last. That one is Shop Quackers. So next of all, we are going on to this lovely die set here, which is jam-packed full of super useful sentiments. Now, sentiments are one of those that we can never get enough of in our crafty stash. I know me personally, I have tons and tons of sentiment dies, but it's always great to have sort of new, fresh designs that you can be using to finish off your makes. Whether it's going to be on the front of your card, perhaps it's going to be a little bit of decoration on the inside on your insert as well. But this is a fabulous die set. Now in the centre, you have got your diamond dies. Really useful to have in your stash. Always quite difficult. If you're cutting a diamond by hand, it's really quite difficult to get all those angles sort of equal and level. So to have it in die form is just absolutely brilliant. Alongside that, we bring to you a couple of corners. Of course, you could be cutting those twice and having that full frame of your corners. You could even actually as well with those, with the design you've got in the centre, you could even be weaving some of your ribbon or your thread through there to get that lovely ribbon threaded effect, if that's a look you want to go for. But to go alongside those, you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4 lovely swirly sentiments. And you'll notice at the end there, they've not got that complete cutting blade, enabling them to stay in the cardstock. If you want to make that a little bit longer or chop it off a little bit shorter, you can absolutely be doing that as well. To have a little read as to exactly what we're getting. We are getting congrats, with love, thank you and happy birthday. So all of the classics when it comes to your sentiments in that lovely swirly font, but still very readable and bold enough that it's going to show up perfectly onto your projects. Wow, you guys are loving these, and when you see the price you can see why. You're getting a full, just about an A4 die set here for £6.50. It should be £25, £6.50. What a saving you are getting on this die set. One of those it's great to have in your crafty stash. You're going to love crafting with it. You love having all those different sentiments to choose from, just giving you even more scope with your projects. But for £6.50, you can see why that one is so popular. But once again, seems to be very much a theme. It's limited stock, believe it or not. There seems to be that limited stock up on the screen for most of the show because we've not got much of anything at all. So please do get those baskets checked out. Now, next up, this is a true essential when it comes to your die cutting. I love this die set. Wow, we have got single figures when it comes to this die set here, just £4.49. Should be £12.99, but not today, not on this show. We don't do those sort of prices. Thank you very much. We want a nice saving, and we have certainly done that for you this evening. Shopbo will bring to you this die set. I know on its own, it does look a little bit peculiar, but what this allows you to do is it allows you to create your 3D bows. Now, these top dies, you can see there, they're going to give you that main section of your bow. Then if you choose to use them, the dies that you see at the bottom there are the tails for your bows. And just to make it look super, super professional, we even include those elements there, which are what you wrap around the centre to give you that effect like a knot to the centre of your bow. Different sizes as well, so if you want to be creating smaller bows or larger bows, you've got the scope to do all that and the sizes in between. Super easy to create with these. I'd say go for a lighter weight cardstock, something like a 180 GSM would be absolutely fabulous for this. You're just going to die cut 2 for your main top and then 2 for your tails, and then choose one of your centres. You'll die cut it, give it a little bit of a shape, and you just, with that top one, you're literally just going to roll it round back on itself, glue it together, do exactly the same on the other side, then pop your 2 tails coming out the bottom and wrap your little knot over the centre, and you are good to go. So instead of always creating your bows from your ribbon, you can now use all your favourite papers, all your downloads that you've got. You can be printing those off and making those into 3D ribbon bows. Absolutely brilliant system. But for £4.49, if it's not already in your craft stash, that has to be a must-have on the show. But only single figures now left of that one. Now, before we get into the next bundle, I've realised I've not said hello to anybody. I practically begged you to say hello and I've not replied. So how rude is that? I do apologise. I'll rectify that now and say hello to all you lovely people watching at home. Blimey me, there's a lot of you in this evening. Thank you so much for keeping me company. David is here, but he's super, super busy because we've got that Cadence launch tomorrow. He is busy beavering away, and I thought I can't tear him away from what he's prepping. So he is in the building, but he's super excited for 8 o'clock. So just me and you for this hour. So thank you for keeping me company. We have got Chris is saying hello. Barbara's in, Susan, Mrs H999 are finally able to watch a show today. Well, Mrs H999, we've missed you. Glad you're with us this evening. Glynis is in. Crafty Lou are just home from work, so sitting back and watching the show. Sounds lovely. Put your feet up, and I hope you are enjoying the show so far. Lorraine Bradbury's in. Oh, she's working on a tree trunk slice for the foreseeable. Lorraine, I'm intrigued. I'd love to see photos. That sounds brilliant. Is it a large tree trunk, a small? What are you doing to it? Are you doing a bit of pyrography? Are you painting it? I'd love to. I'm very nosy. I'd love to know. Let us know exactly what you're doing on your tree trunk slice. We've got Sandra Little's in, Jacqueline's in, Aileen saying hello, Marion's in, Sarah Jane, Linda. I was going to say we've got Highlight Crafts in. Good job we have, isn't it, really? We've got Laura in as well. We've got Veronica in. Daphne's in. Leslie saying good evening. Oh, Sarah Jane, this sounds fabulous. Had a bit of a pamper. Had my nails done, ready for birthday celebrations at the weekend. Well, happy birthday for the weekend. I hope you have a lovely time. Perhaps you're going to be getting lots of new crafty goodies. Let us know what you're up to. But happy birthday for the weekend. Diane's in. Karen's in. We've got Jackie in. Veronica's in. Oh, Jackie's saying she's got the SVG version of the steam dies. They're gorgeous. They are, aren't they? Improving, very popular as well. Marie's in. Lisa is in as well. Jane's saying a bit late. Well, Jane, do you know what? Better late than never. It's lovely to still have you with us. Soraya's in as well. We've got Pam and Diane as well. Lots of you joining us. Thank you so much for your company. But I'm going to have to stop saying hello for now because we've got a lot of limited stocks. Nice to meet you. Right. Now, this is very, very low. Yeah, very low stock. One left. Could not be much lower stock when it comes to this collection. $29.99 Shop Mice for your Mice to Meet You collection. I will just whip through this one because we have literally only got the one left. So first of all, you're getting this lovely die here, where you've got all those elements that you can start to build up all those scenes, all your outline dies, which of course you can use alongside your reflections that you will find over on the website. You've got your adorable little mouse. I mean, how cute is she? Even complete with a gorgeous little strawberry there on that top corner. So lots you can get creating with that one. Another of your lovely mice dies here. Of course, you can start to build and layer those together to start to build up scenes and compositions of multiples of the different characters. A really useful set of your nesting dies here. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those included, which is absolutely fabulous. Really little teapots there. And then we have got our cheeky little mouse wrapped around the spoon. Now she's getting up to some mischief there, isn't she? Ooh, you're going to be able to tell lots of stories with that one, which is absolutely brilliant. More of your nesting dies included here. I believe this is your nested cake, which is absolutely fabulous. Lots and lots of those dies included. You can start to do things like your card bases, your apertures, your mats and layers, and so on and so forth. Then you've got your little icing, your little piping bags here, getting all 3 of those in your different sizes, right the way down to your diddy little one in the centre. You've got your little mice that's been baking in the kitchen, complete with a little chef's hat and a bowl. Got another cheeky little mouse and his little friend on the top there, which is absolutely adorable. And then finally you get another of your nested sets of dies included. All of that for $29.99. That one is shop mice, but only one final opportunity to get your hands on that one. Which is absolutely brilliant, and you'll love crafting with that fabulous collection, but only one more person watching at the moment can get their hands on that one. Oh, no one can. It's gone. I'm going to have to hide that out of the way, pop it at the back. It has gone. So congratulations if you got your hands on that one. Now, got a couple of collections to share with you now that are going to complement each other perfectly. Now, once again, sound like a broken record. It's limited stock. Who would have thought on this show? Seems that absolutely everything is. You guys are slapping up these deals tonight, which is absolutely brilliant. Now, this is your Fisherman's Wharf collection. You are getting all these dies. Should be over £100, but today just $34.99. And this is a fabulous collection. We'll start off with this lovely little doggy here, complete with this little fishing rod. I'm not sure if the fishing rod is for the dog. Maybe it is, who knows? You can be telling all sorts of mischievous stories with that one. But super cute, lots and lots of detail in the fur of that gorgeous little doggy. Then we move on to our pair of birds here, alongside your wooden planks. Can be great for popping all your sentiments onto those as well to complete your projects. You also got your cheeky little seagulls, a trio of those. Might just be about to pinch somebody's fish and chips from them, who knows? But a fabulous set, just as those finishing touches to your creations. Then you've got another of your birds. Is it a heron? I'm not quite sure. Anybody who's more of a bird watcher? It's a pelican. I was miles off. It's a bird. And you've got a pelican die included in there as well. Then you are going to get your boardwalk. Oh, that's lovely. Look at that wood grain detail you've got in there. Absolutely incredible detail. And a really large one that's going to work perfectly alongside the other elements within this collection. Some for your nesting dies here. Quite sure what this one is. Any ideas? Any guesses? Oh, it's a wooden thing to stand on, like the poles you get in the sea. That was a quotation of Andrew in my ear there. There you go. That's enlightened us all. I'm sure when you print off your reflection, it will make a lot more sense when it comes to your nesting dies. It will all sort of click into place. Another fabulous set of dies with all your accessories here. You've got your little ring on there, your welly boots, your luggage all stacked up, and you've got your little sailing paddles there as well. Lots that you can get crafting with that one. And then we've got a massive die set here of all of your nested boats. You're getting loads of those that you can start to do all those concept cards alongside, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. Now, all of that for $34.99, down from £104.94, I think that says. And it's a fantastic saving, but just while stocks last, and we have not got many of those left. And that one is Shop Fish for that one. Now, we do have a separate bundle. It is kind of still part of the same collection, but it was what was originally the web exclusive dies, but we're actually bringing you them on this show. So if you want to sort of complete your collection and something that's going to work perfectly with the range that we've just shown you, then this is going to be the one to go for. This one is Shop Wharf. It is $24.99, and it's going to bring to you this whole collection of your 4 die sets. Now, we start off with our gathering style die set, and you'll notice that a lot of the characters you can see on there we've just seen in that previous collection. collection, but this time in slightly different orientations and slightly different sizes as well. So when you're building together all your scenes, that's going to be that perfect sense of perspective for all of those compositions that you're popping together. Then you've got a couple of your florals, your larger and your smaller, and that larger one is complete with that lovely outline matte and layer die. Then you have more florals. Once again, you are getting both dies, your larger and your smaller, that are going to mix and match perfectly with that previous die that we just had a little look at there. And then finally, you do have your nested dies, all your houses there, where you can start to build up all of your compositions, all that scenery to add all your characters into. So it is very much like the sort of cornerstone of this collection here. $24.99, and that one is Shop Wharf. Now we do have a sellout, and it is, where is it? There it is, your pop-up V-shaped pop-up die. That is unfortunately sold out and gone, so congratulations to those of you that got your hands on that one. That shall now be removed from the counter like it never existed. It's gone. It is looking a lot more sparse on here, isn't it? Blimey me. So where to next? Oh, the jumper. Now this is fabulous. If you want a really fun set of dies, it's going to give you so many different scope for lots of different occasions all year round, whether it's going to be a Christmas jumper, perhaps you're going to turn it into a football jersey, perhaps it's going to be in the recipient's favourite colourways. This is a fantastic collection of dies. Now, with it being your nested dies, you are getting tons and tons of different sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, 10 of your jumpers, and then you are getting all your little clothes pegs as well, which is just super, super fun. So if you want to be creating almost like washing line style dies, then this is going to be a fabulous die set to enable you to do that. Now, she'll be just shy of £25, which when you see how much you're getting there, I believe is a very fair price when it comes to that one. But here today, just £9.99 for that full collection. A really fun die set, and one that you can have an awful lot of fun coming up with all your different colourways, your different concepts. And you can also download that matching reflection if you want to have those pre-coloured images. But once again, pattern emerging, limited stock on that one. Shop jumper, just £9.99, which is a complete and utter steal when it comes to that one. Now we do also have our nested gift box die. Now this is brilliant, something a little bit different. We do love our nesting dies here at Highlight Crafts, and this allows you to create your gift box style cards. Now that bottom section there is going to be sort of the bottom part of your box, and those top dies that you can see there are going to be the lid of your gift box. So whether you're going to be having the lid sort of exploding off your gift box, or whether you're going to be popping the two close together, it gives you the ability to create your really cool gift box style cards. And once again, you can be downloading all of your reflections to go alongside that one to give you your coloured artwork. Now this is down from just under £30 to £9.99. You're making a £20 saving on this die set here. A great one to be using all year round. Birthdays, Christmas, any sort of celebration. It's going to be absolutely brilliant to have in your crafty stash. £9.99, and that one is Shop Gift. Now next up we are going to, drum roll please. Oh, I think we've covered most of it on the counter this evening. Special delivery. Special, I'm sure it's looking right at me. Have I hidden it under the tablet? No, that's your mystery. Special delivery. Oh, here it is. Yes, we've not shared this one with you yet, and it is super, super limited stock. We've got one. That's how limited stock it is. So one chance to get your hands on this collection. And when it comes to our outlet dies, our ex-demo dies, it's not a sort of thing where, oh, we'll bring you some next week and then the week after we might bring a few more. This is the stock that we've got. So if you want to get your hands on this collection, this is pretty much your last chance to do so. Now with this collection, it's down from £55.95 all the way down to £22.38, and your code for this one is Shop Delivery. Now first up we start with one of our gathering style dies. So all of your individual dies there, all swifted together in those smaller configurations, giving you lots and lots of options as to when you're building all of those cards. Or perhaps you're making smaller projects like your gift tags. These are going to be absolutely brilliant for doing just that. Then we have our lovely little animal here. It's your little hedgehog. Looks like a little hedgehog with his lovely pile of presents there. Looks like it's almost going to topple over. It's almost like swaying about in the breeze. But that is a fabulous die, and it's going to create those really super fun and quite humorous cards that you'll be creating with that one. Then we move on to this die set here, where you've got your little pair of your little animals there that are sort of stacked on top of each other, desperately trying to reach up to the post box there to post that letter. Really fun die set that you've got with that one. And by bringing in that reflection, which of course you can download over on the website, it's going to really bring that image to life. It's just absolutely fabulous. And then we bring in some of your florals. We can never get enough of our florals. And this one being a floral border is going to be absolutely brilliant to start to build together those scenes. So for example, you could have your lovely little fella there just nestled into that border of your daffodils there, which is absolutely beautiful with all that detail within that die there. And then finally, we're also bringing to you your fence now. You're going to be using that all year round. It could be a Christmas fence, so perhaps you're going to be bringing in things like your snow effect and just edging the top there with your faux snow, which would look absolutely brilliant. It could be for summer, so you might be cutting it in some of your craft card, bringing in all your little florals and have them sort of trailing up your fence there. It's a fabulous, really useful die to have in your stash. Plus, you've got all that wood grain detail within the die there that is going to set off that image absolutely perfectly. Now, that full collection there, £22.38. I know it does say it's sold out. Has it gone? Officially gone, all in baskets. So if that one is sat in your basket, well, first of all, congratulations for getting your hands on it. But second of all, please do hurry along to that checkout. Go through that checkout process, and then you know you are safe in the knowledge that that is definitely yours, and it will be winging its way to you in a few days' time. Now, oh dear, I'm hearing in my ear some people are missing out because they're not checking their baskets out now. I know we always say, I know it's a little bit cheeky, but technically, even if it's still in baskets, people on the website can come along and literally pinch it out of your basket and have it for themselves. So that's why we always say, I know it feels like it's yours when it's sat in your basket, but unfortunately, before you go through that checkout process, it's not actually secured as yours. So please, any of these items that might be sat in your basket, as soon as you can go to checkout, please do just that, because I would hate for you to think that you've got your hands on it and you end up missing out. So please do go through the checkout, can sit back, relax, and you know that your goodies will be on their way to you very, very soon. Now, we do have some of our downloads on this show as well. Now, some of the collections that we've shared with you, what we've done over the past few months is we've done almost like our reimagined artwork. So instead of bringing you back the older artwork that we might have done a few years ago, we've sort of brought it bang up to date by bringing to you some new versions of the artwork that will complement these collections beautifully, or just use standalone. If you love your digital crafting, now is the opportunity to get your hands on even more artwork and add into your digital library. Now, first of all, we're going to start with our In the Studio Cherry Blossom Delights background. Now, if you were lucky enough to actually get your hands on that die collection that we showed you at the top of the show, then this is going to work hand in hand alongside that. £9.99 is going to bring this full collection of your downloads home to you, and you're getting tons of beautiful Eastern inspired artwork. So all of your lovely sunsets that you can see in there, all of that stunning cherry blossom detail, it's just absolutely beautiful. You really are transported back to that sort of that land, that sort of magical and mystical imagery that you can see with this one. Now, of course, it's going to work brilliantly with those dies if you've got your hands on that collection, but just stand alone as a lovely set of backgrounds. It's going to work absolutely beautifully. Lots of your florals will work a treat alongside this artwork, or even just literally printing one of those out, perhaps popping it into a box frame, and you've got a beautiful piece of artwork. It is absolutely stunning. Or if you've got your hands on our fabulous foiling pen, you could of course be adding a little bit of foiling detail to some of these images to really bring them to life. £9.99 will bring to you that full download there, all 40 of your backing papers. And of course, depending on the size of your printer, if you've got yourself an A3 printer, you might have to tune in to Saturday for that. But if you do have an A3 printer, of course, if you want to print those much larger, then there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Printing it onto things like your cardstock, onto your acetate, your rice papers, all those surfaces that we know and love printing onto, you can be printing all those beautiful designs onto. Or onto some of your transfer paper and popping it on things like your bags or your cushions would look amazing. So that's Shop Delights to go for that one. Now, next up we have Shop Pond. This is your By the Lily Pond download, and this is one of these downloads and collections that's going to work with so many of dies that you've got within your stash already. You've got all your beautiful scenes there, your picnic scenes. You could have all your little character dies sort of mischievously wandering around the picnic if you want to be, or you could be using all your lovely floral dies to embellish those pond scenes further. A really tranquil, really beautiful collection of artwork here. It looks very much like it's been watercoloured. It's absolutely stunning, really soft, almost like a hazy detail that you've got with this one. 20, 24, 25, 24. There you go, 24 different backgrounds there that you're getting as part of this collection for just $7.99. Absolutely beautiful level of detail and a really tranquil collection. And this is going to go perfectly alongside your Quackers About You dies if you got your hands on that collection. And of course, don't forget, when it comes to these being downloads, no postage to pay, and they are instant. So literally you could be crafting with these as soon as you press checkout. Be making with these this evening if you wanted to, which is what we love so much about our downloads. Now next up, we're going a little bit spooky for this one, but it's going to work brilliantly alongside some of our Halloween dies that we were having a little look at earlier. This is your Pumpkin Hollow, your Halloween scenes download. Shop Hallow for this one, $14.99, is going to bring to you these fabulously spooky and atmospheric designs that you can see here. Really fun, really different, going to be great for all of those spooky makes. Look at that one, how dramatic is that? That's incredible. That detail on the moon is just brilliant. All of your pumpkin details on there, all your spooky houses. It is a fabulous collection of imagery there that you're getting within that one. Not sure if we've got some of the images missing, but you're getting plenty when it comes to that collection there for $14.99. Shop Hallow. Now, completely opposite end of the spectrum for this one. Gone from something very dark and moody to something absolutely beautiful and uplifting when it comes to those lovely sunny sunflowers on this one. This one is Shop Sunflower, $14.99. It's going to work perfectly alongside some of your Wibblers, or let's be honest, you could be using this with so many of your dies within your collection, or just using it standalone and letting those sunflowers really take centre stage. You've got your lovely little honey pots at the bottom there that will work perfectly with some of the die sets that we had on the show a little bit earlier on. But it's such an uplifting collection, such a beautiful, bright and bold collection of all those backgrounds, and you do get a few extras as well. Perhaps you know somebody who loves making their own honey, perhaps they're an avid beekeeper. What a fabulous card this would be to create. Will look amazing as well if you bring in things like some of your glossy accents and pop those onto some of those printed images. That would really bring that imagery to life even more. That one is Shop Sunflower for $14.99. Now, I've just heard we've got just one of your, well, a few stock updates coming up for you guys at home. So Spooky Street, which is down here somewhere, we have got just the one of these left. So if you want to go through your Spooky Street, that artwork that we just had a little look at is going to work absolutely beautifully alongside these dies. You're getting 4 separate die sets, multiple dies and multiple die cuts within each. Your little characters, you get your broomsticks in there as well, and your fabulous nested spooky houses. But only one final opportunity to get your hands on this collection, $9.99, and this one is Shop Spooky. But please do check those baskets out if that's the one you are wanting to go for. So that's nearly gone. Something that has gone, I'm going to have to take it away. We're going to have to clear another space on our counter. Our Sentiment Diamond has officially gone. Now, if that's in your baskets, please do check out those baskets, and then you can secure your purchase. Wow. Wibblers. Oh, another sellout, right. Wibblers. Our set of 3 Wibblers. Here they are. Our Wibblers here. The collection of 3 has officially gone. Once again, it's in your basket. Please do get that checked out. And then we will show you one more time, because you guys are absolutely loving this, our mystery collection of dies. Now, we've just picked one of these out of the warehouse just to give you a little bit of an indication. But we are going to show you, we've not shown you this. This is brilliant. This is a mystery bundle of fabric colouring items, 20 pieces, 20 assorted pieces, and you are getting absolutely loads within this bundle here. So let's empty them all out and have a little look at exactly what we got within this one. Now, as we say, your contents may vary ever so slightly, but you are going to get your 20 different pieces for £20, and it's Shop Fabric to go for this one. Gosh, there's even more in there. Now, you're getting lots and lots of different mediums. So let's start off with this one here. So here you're getting a pair of your permanent markers in black, always super useful to have in your stash. Going to be great for your fabrics. Blimey me, we've got less than 2 minutes left, so I'm going to have to whip through this one. You've got some of your fabric paints there, your vibrant dimensional fabric paints, 3 of those in that pack there. Pack of your fabric markers, 6 of those in your beautiful rainbow colour tones. Some of your fashion relief paint that you get in there, fabric paint that is dimensional. You are getting here some of your gloss dimensional paint for your fabrics. Here we've got some of our glitter, fabric glitter. How fabulous is that? Gosh, you're getting an awful lot in here. Some more of your paint. You're just getting absolutely tons. Pens in here for your fabrics. You're getting some of your chunky markers, which are brilliant for your fabrics. 12mm nib on that one. More fabric markers in lots of different colours as well. Fabric paint that you're getting with that one, your soft fabric ink. Oh, beautiful fabric glitter. Look at the colour of that. That is stunning. More of your fabric markers, this time with your dual tips to this one. Getting some of your spray as well. So your fabric colour spray. Here we've got a neon blue. Yours might be a slightly different colour, but you still will get all of your 20 items. More of your dimensional paints that you get in here in a range of different colourways. Here you're getting some more of your dimensional paint, but that time in an even larger bottle there. More of your fabric glitter and more of your matte fabric paint included. Absolutely tons you are getting within this collection here. 20 pieces. As we say, the pieces might vary slightly, but it will definitely be 20 pieces. It will definitely be amazing value, and you will definitely absolutely love it. Shot fabric for £20. Blimey, this show has absolutely flown by. I promised Pictionary, and we didn't even get a chance to do Pictionary, so I do apologise, but I hope you've enjoyed it. But it's now time to pick our winner. So who's it going to be? So it's going to be a winner of 200 points, and those 200 points are going to Sarah Jane Kennedy. Oh, Sarah Jane, it's your birthday at the weekend, a little early birthday treat from us to you. So look out for a message from us, and we'll be in touch very soon to give you those 200 points. Now, it's been a super busy show. Thank you so much for your company. I've had a fabulous hour. Hope you guys at home have as well. Please, 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 one final thing though, make sure you check out those baskets to secure all your purchases, and you can be crafting with these brand new goodies in a matter of days. Now, amazing day coming up tomorrow. We have got the most incredible brand new Cadence launch. You're going to absolutely love it. Make sure you join David at 8 o'clock. We've got all sorts of new goodies tomorrow, including brand new card templates. So you're going to want to join us 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. But until then, hope you have a lovely evening, and we will see you again tomorrow. In the meantime, take care. Goodbye.